Oh, you turned it on
It's
right
like
then.
the moment. It's just like the last one. I mean, at least you're announcing a normal. Well, it's still a normal body function, but not usually when you talk about publicly.
That's how it starts.
Go ahead, get it.
Just fade in music. Just
Do you know what?
I need a drink.
Every single fucking time that we've done this together, every single time, it says in the description featuring Casey and Matt, but one of you is gone for half of the episode. like, and then you come in like there was the one where we were recording in your room, and you come in, and for half the episode, you're kind of like you're just kind of in the background like this. You're just kind of like okay,
Yeah.
and then you finally get them, and it's like, God damn it. Do you need to go get a drink?
That's what.
Go fucking
get
do
it.
it. Well, then go do it then.
Go get it.
Because I'm thirsty for some discussion.
Go ahead. Give me
Don't
another
worry,
Gatorade.
we'll carry.
I also want a Gatorade.
We'll carry this fucking discussion on our shoulders. Oh, you're just going right there.
Yeah.
I thought he was going
That's our
upstairs.
drink section.
Oh, okay. The drink section.
Yeah, it's 500 feet away.
Yeah, okay.
Right there.
Okay, shawty, damn.
Yeah, that's fine. Thanks. I just had that one, so I'm gonna make it. Thank you. You want anything? Looks
I'm
like
good,
you're
thanks.
gonna
I
you're
got
a piss
my-
boy today.
I'm gonna be a little pee-pee boy later. I'm gonna be pissing and pissing. Dude, I had to piss so bad at work today. It was so bad. I had to like hike
At
up
work
and down.
or at home?
At work. I actually had to go in today.
Oh
man.
you could just go. I mean,
God, imagine
No,
going into
no.
work.
I know, fucking right. Jeez, who'd have thunk? Well, but what I mean is like, I have to drive, like I have a commute, and then like I go in, and it's like because of where I'm working and stuff like that. If I gotta go take a piss, it's like a whole process to go somewhere to take a piss. So it's like
Yeah.
take off the belt, pull it down.
Yeah.
Pull down the 3 underwears you have.
yeah. Well, the 3 just. It's not a question of if I will shit myself. I will. The question is how
What
long
layer?
will it take to get through all the layers of the underwear.
It's like Prismatic Wall.
right.
It's built. You're
what?
like, you'll probably get through a few of them, but all of them?
I don't think so, buddy.
Yeah.
It's like I just wrap my torso in cheesecloth and just let it all kind of strain out. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That's what the Prismatic Spray is for. Cheesecloth for parties.
It's a
Or
colorful
the wall
event.
thing, whatever. Yeah, the wall thing. Yeah,
Jeez.
Piss and shit.
yeah. Piss and shit, baby.
Dude, that's the best topic.
I feel like
What's your favorite shit?
I have a bad habit of starting these with just wanting to say the most outlandish shit because it
Whoa,
weeds out.
uh-oh.
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 Yeah. It weeds everyone out. The only people who are listening right now are the real ones.
I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
do you see numbers where you see like 400 people show up and then 10 stay?
No.
What are you talking about
No
weeding?
one listens to
Who are
this.
you weeding out?
Look,
Demons
this
in
is
your
all
head?
In the, look, I don't.
You see like 5, and then it goes down to 4, and you're like, yeah, get the fuck out.
All those
I
people.
knew
I don't
it.
want you here anyway.
I've been
you
watching
fucking
your
asshole.
number for
Yeah.
3 episodes, motherfucker.
Get out of here.
Leave.
Get out of here. I knew it.
Yeah, you're not wanted here.
You're not a real fan.
See, I don't even look at how many views or anything I get. So this is all just I just pretend I have a viewership
assumed
of
we
a
didn't get
million
any
people.
views.
No, we get none. We get 0.
I assumed it gets a view when I click on it accidentally and go, oh yeah,
Yeah.
I did that.
Yeah.
Or I go back to hear a specific point.
Right. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
No. No one listens to this. I just do it because it's fun. That's it. I just do it because it's great. It's a good time. It's a thing to do. It's also a cool thing to like say that I've done.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, I
this
could
has
do
been
this.
very enjoyable.
It's been a lot of fucking fun. I'm down to keep. I'm gonna keep doing
That
this.
sounds
shit,
so
man.
weird though. You say it. This is very enjoyable.
It's very.
It's like it's
Enjoyable.
fake. It's like you said it was a fake. Are you the 5th person?
Am I the well,
Yeah. Are you the person that dropped out?
Hey, I haven't listened to a lot of episodes. Okay?
No, me either. But every once in a
You
while.
guhave haven't listened to him?
No, I have.
I'm in them.
Every once in a while, I'll pick one up.
Okay. I mean, I listen to every single one, but that's because I have to.
You're also
yeah,
there.
Because I'm there with the whiteout to fucking
Yeah.
be like, no one can know what has been said this day.
No, but yeah, that's why I knew about the one you did where like you talked about. That's why I thought you'd put that one up. The one you talked about, I think, with Will, where you like heavily talked about board, like because that's the one you talked about Rokugan before, And I was like,
Yeah.
oh, that one. You like heavily talked about all those game types. I thought that would be like the first one.
We're gonna do that again. Like, cause the thing is we have that tournament bracket still, and we're gonna revisit it. So all that stuff is gonna come back. It's just now it's gonna be in a better quality. I don't know. It's gonna be better. I think.
Sure.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be great.
Yeah.
I was not in. Cool. That's staying in. I want to fart directly. There it is. I want to fart directly into the mic, and then
It would pick up pretty good
like,
bass. Let me just
Yeah.
say. These are dynamic mics.
I'll do
They
it.
pick up bass.
The next time I have a juicy one.
Not
I'll
juicy.
put it
No,
right in
that's
here.
different
It's
mics.
not juicy. We just talked about the prismatic wall.
Yeah, the prismatic wall.
It's-
The prismatic
it's
wall
all-
is the multicolored. Okay, let me just reiterate that the prismatic wall is the multicolored, multi-layered cheesecloth that I stuff in my pants to stop the onslaught of shit. That is that right?
The seven
Right?
layer. It's
The
seven
seven
layers.
I like that being like a motivational thing. Like there's 5 guys before you that talked about like how they got to where they are, the millionaires. And then George is like, let me just talk about how you can prevent you from shitting yourself. And then you're like, yeah, you just like describe in detail the product
like-
and the brand of this cheese thing.
I made the right choice in all the major moments of my life, and that's because at that time I did not have to shit myself.
It's like some dude, some fucking LinkedIn ass looking dude giving a TED talk. So he's doing the thing, he's steepling his hands, he's walking around. He has the tempo. You know, he's really got this thing,
The
and
TED
he
talk,
pauses for dramatic effect.
Yeah.
I wrap my bottom in cheesecloth every day, and I pray that by the time I get home, the sieve will not have run through the cheesecloth. But I learned how many layers I need. And everyone's in the audience like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, the
If
Reggie.
you want to
the
make
Reggie Watts.
the cheese, you're gonna need the cloth.
Yeah, do
It's just business, baby.
It's just business, baby.
do the Reggie Watts. I convinced
Oh,
I
yeah.
convinced Casey to write a college paper on it.
Oh yeah, that was great.
On Reggie Watts?
On a Reggie Watts TED Talk.
Hell
a-
yeah.
yeah.
It was specifically a TED Talk Reggie Watts did.
Really?
Yeah,
I'm
it's like
sure that
something
was-
about disorder.
It's
Was it pretty
it's
bizarre?
it's a cacophony of
Yeah, it sounds
of
right.
just strange bits.
Yeah.
He begins it by speaking, and I think in like 3 different languages. And then
yeah.
just switches without any
I forgot. He's like multilingual squared. That dude speaks a lot of languages.
You got to see it.
I
We're
do need to
watching
see it.
after this.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like
Oh.
He had
to
to write a
watch
whole thing on it.
Yeah, it's fun.
It was hard. Well, I think it was hard
Because
for
I
me
think
in
I
the
had, I had to write. I think on like the
5
logic,
things or something.
logic and reasoning, because it was specifically a rhetoric writing class. So I had to write on the rhetoric of what he was conveying in the TED Talk.
That sounds
And
difficult.
it was disorder.
You had to write on the rhetoric of pure chaos. Like, dude,
Yeah.
I never
Yeah.
took any rhetoric classes because I took one and I dropped out. Like, that shit is right. The way they want you to write for rhetoric is really difficult. It's really obtuse. And like the idea of taking something that abstract and trying to distill it to like a rhetoric paper sounds fucking intense.
Yeah, but I mean, you just see through the subtext. I could see what he was doing. The statements he was.
Oh, sure.
trying to make.
But I mean, can you convey that? In the
Oh
way they
yeah,
want
no,
you
that,
to?
that's a bit difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah, the conveying, because he was like, how do I finish this paper?
Right.
He's like, I've already talked about everything.
Dude,
Yeah, because it was pretty short.
if you could give
Yeah.
a TED Talk, what would you give it on?
I don't know.
What would you give your
Donna's
What would
Inferno.
Yeah,
Donna's
okay.
Inferno.
Donna's
Yeah.
Inferno?
Okay.
Easy.
And how it can help you.
I mean, I could do it on electrical. I could just do my day job, and I could probably fill time. Or Donna's Inferno.
Because I don't know either. I don't even know why I asked that question. I didn't even have an answer for that.
You could do it on games and game stories.
Yeah. I would start talking about Burning Wheel because Luke Crane isn't going to get invited back to anything else. Somebody's got to do it.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sure eventually they'll forget.
That's my TED Talk. It's just entitled "Get Back in Your Game Hole."
And then in quotations, Luke Crane,
Yeah.
just specifically about him.
I'm giving a TED Talk. I'm literally up on stage, just like dissing someone. Like that's like, the whole time. This is a takedown.
It's titled Luke Crane is gone. I'm all you got.
You're all stuck with me. A post Luke Crane industry.
I mean, there's some weird ones. I think there's a whole playlist of ones that like should have never been published because they're just like basically misinformation.
Oh, TED
Or like,
Talks?
yeah, they're because they
Really?
just so many of them. They still do them.
And there's the TEDx's, which are like
Even less of
independent.
like, they're like less. I think it probably was more the TEDx ones because they're pretty like
I would imagine it's the
filtered,
TEDx ones. Yeah,
But yeah, like there's some that like shouldn't probably have done.
No.
They're like borderline misinformation.
what's the
or
most
mis-
egregious one that you saw?
I don't remember. It was just something I was thinking about. There was like some that were just like, what?
I mean, that's the thing about motivational speaking or just like speaking in general.
A very specific
being-
story type they all have to do too.
Yeah, but being a speaker, being a public speaker, getting paid to go speak it's a grift. It's literally like a trick. It's like you are tricking people into giving you money so you can go talk. That's literally what it is.
Yeah, good or bad.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I mean, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter whether you have something good or bad to talk about. It follows the same general. If you want to book speaking engagements and stuff, you got to do these things. You got to talk in this way. You have to talk in this way, like your Vsauce. Like the whole time.
Totally. Yeah. No, that's
What
he
if
did.
your pants were black holes? Beep, boop, boop, boop.
Yeah.
In fact, they are.
Do you guys watch PBS Spacetime?
What?
PBS has a YouTube show. It was hosted by this astrophysicist, and it's literally like an astrophysicist show, but with the kitty gloves off. Like it's not like he's going like full blown like collegiate level, but it's like he's dumbing it down as much as he can. But he's talking about stuff that's like, all right, like fucking strap in because this shit's gonna is gonna be intense. It's really fucking cool.
Yeah, they have a lot of different ones. That one's the PBS has like tons of different ones.
They do.
I've seen some of the ones about literature, but yeah.
PBS is cool, man. PBS never stopped being cool.
You sure about
Neither
that?
did NPR.
You sure that's gonna be like a weird statement in the future? Like
PBS
all the
never
weird
stopped
stuff,
being cool.
all
yeah.
the weird stuff I've ever said, but PBS in the 1980s.
Yeah,
I don't
PBS
know.
just starts throwing
Yeah,
out like
PBS
hate.
I get
language.
canceled because I didn't realize that PBS stands for pregnant bitch shredder.
Yeah, what they became.
Oh no! You
It
didn't know.
happened.
Excuse me, sir. You talked about how you enjoy PBS in the past. Did you realize that they just slaughter pregnant women? And it's like, could you?
What?
Could
What?
Sir,
Could you
could you please
repeat
speak on
that?
PBS's activity in the Congo? And you're like, what?
Destabilizing the Congo. It's like, I don't think I'm qualified to. Could you? Do you have like an article or something?
Do you have an
Like,
article?
not that I don't. I'm not. It's not that I don't believe you. I'm just astonished.
When did this happen?
When? Where? Yeah. Man, I can't believe PBS is a CIA deep op.
I mean, I always saw the ad for them looking for public funding. I didn't know it was that good.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez, yeah.
Wow.
Diamond mines.
The PBS Diamond Mines. they have Big Bird like standing outside like this decrepit like fucking statue like standing outside waving, and there's these children dragging pickaxes with their feeble arms.
I
into
love the dark
Diamond
humor
Mines.
Sesame Street and Muppet stuff. I love those.
Dark humor Sesame Street stuff.
Yeah, it's just like this is when Ernie comes out of the Alcatraz or something. Not Alcatraz, but like all the really bad ones.
Right.
Those are great. I haven't seen it in a long time, but there was a point where I just saw them all the time of like dark humor, Sesame Street, like Big Bird.
Oh no.
What?
Yeah, like just dark humor. It's just really
Wait,
bad
could you-
dark.
What would you say?
Like Big Bird has like
Uh-oh.
oh shit, and then it's like Big Bird takes care of his business. or something.
Oh.
Yeah, it's bad. So I'm the only one that would do a
Timestamp
TED Talks.
that.
Yeah. Yeah, get rid of it.
I'm gonna get rid of that.
14.
I got it.
Yeah, it's bad.
It's really bad.
There's a lot of
but
them.
like I didn't realize it was that bad. I thought you were talking about like officially sanctioned, like it was just like actual Sesame Street bits.
No, no,
And
it
then
was
you
people-
said that, I'm like, there's no way.
No, no, it was like total people dark humor.
Okay, yeah, I
They're
get
like,
you.
this is a bad part of history, and Big Bird was a part of it.
And Big Bird was
Yeah,
And you know who was there the whole time? Yeah,
yeah,
Big
especially
Bird
like
was
Big
there.
Bird takes
Man,
care of the Congo.
PBS is just no good. This is no good. And if PBS is getting away with this, can you imagine what NPR is doing?
Wow. Yeah.
Fuck.
Hey, we have CPR here.
Colorado Public Radio?
Yeah, they changed it like a year or two ago.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't listen to NPR, so I didn't know.
Yeah, just one day they're like, yeah, now we're called CPR.
I listened to the.
That's hilarious.
That is really hilarious.
I don't know. It used to be
There's
called
gotta be
NPR.
Resuscitate
Now it's
me,
local.
baby.
Now it's locally called CPR.
I listen a lot to the free orchestral music station and the jazz music station that they added a couple years ago. Those are really good. The public the public access.
Oh, they've had that. What? Whoa! Uh-oh.
Oh! Do you have that on there? Oh!
Oh, the wrong one. No.
No.
Do you want to record? Oh, that's yeah. There's Ben.
This is the same. Okay.
I haven't changed them.
Well, no, what I mean is like.
No, it's on the second board.
But we did this the first time, where it's like we got to try every single one of them to get the sound effect we want. What is even the point? What's even the point of having these? If we want to play one sound, we have to play every sound to find the sound.
They give me they give me something to keep track.
You keep pressing.
so fucking stupid.
You keep pressing the same one.
No.
That's just not doing anything.
Yeah, there you go.
What? Oh, okay. No. It's Casey doing the Christopher Walken impression. That was close. We're getting there. We're getting there.
The other one.
Oh my fucking god.
Ow! What the fuck?
Yeah, that's
Yeah, there. That's. Oh, you did that.
Yeah. I did that.
You did that.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's nothing to do with that. Oh, but here, before we move on. All right, that's my favorite. To get to that point. I actually don't see it.
The way that it like comes after the chime, I mean, it's like being presented on a stage. You know what I mean? Like it's that prismatic wall TED talk.
Yeah. Oh wow!
There it is. That's the one.
Oh, okay.
Do that one again, but jack the volume all the way up.
Wow!
No, not that one. The other one. Really go for broke. Really go for broke on that.
Loud.
And that's
It's
it.
my
That's
favorite.
That's all we. That's
my
the content
favorite.
right there.
That's my favorite one.
Yeah.
It's fucking amazing.
Those drink. I mean, unless you want to hear,
Drinking it started.
unless you want to hear your horse noises again.
I don't think we need to do that. I don't think we need to worry about. Not only because it's like I'm it's not for here, but also because those are actually really terrifying. It reminds me did you know who clipping is, right?
Yeah.
Did you hear
The rapper, yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. But you,
Yeah.
it's the name of the group, but it's
Oh, I always thought it was one person.
no, it's like three people. Davi Diggs is like the main guy, but then
I always heard one person.
but they did. I actually don't know now that you're mentioning it. But anyway, they did that version of Dream where they extended it out to like 24 hours or something like that. That's what it reminds me of every time. They took one of their tracks from an album. They released an album that was that track extended out into 24-hour-long tracks.
Wow.
So
what? They just made
yeah.
it long?
Yeah, they just made it long. They just stretched it out. That's what always reminds me of that is the horse noises. Is that what you're talking about? Is that
Oh, that's true.
It's like all
I
stretched
just
out.
stretched it.
you
Yeah.
just modulated it or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really interesting because I mean they released it for free, but they were just like, yeah, here you go. We just made this song a day, and it's like, but yeah, you're listening to it, and it's like drone, basically.
It has to be. It's 24 hours. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what you hear when you're in like fucking solitary confinement. It's just that, just in your head, you know. When you're in this, when you're in the hole.
Yeah.
There's a book that suggested when I was talking about the horror of philosophy.
Yeah.
It suggested a song that was supposed to be a world without us, and it was like this Japanese guy who did like an hour-long droning It's like a drone. It's supposed to be like a death metal style, or like
doom
black.
metal.
No, black metal, like doom. But it's like
black metal with the
super
shrieking in the guitar.
No, it's like super minimal. It's like tonal stuff and then his voice, and it just comes in and out. I haven't listened to the whole thing yet, but it's like an hour long. That's supposed to be like
I wonder who did that.
black metal.
It's not black metal. I mean, that sounds like it's like just drone. Like
It's
just
drone,
like,
but it's
just
supposed
like
to be the style of like,
you know, like
the author of the book was suggesting that it was more like a description of black metal, because like there's black metal that has pagan stuff and there's black metal that does devil worship.
yeah.
And then it was supposed to be a description of black metal, but with complete in nothing,
like nihilistic black, like
Yeah,
nihilist black
like
metal. Okay,
nothing-
that's kind of fucking sick.
that was the point. Yeah.
I'm here for that. Hell yeah, dude. That's fucking cool.
Yeah, and there's some time I'm going to listen to it, but
Link
it's like
it to
an
me.
hour.
Link it to me when you do it.
Yeah, it's just anything.
Let's just do it. Let's just. We're gonna be all three of us. We're gonna be like listening to this. It's gonna be like half an hour in. Someone's gonna come home. Like someone will come over work and stuff, and we're just sitting there like, like it's just.
I mean,
fucking,
it's probably it's
ascended. Like,
it's one of those things like or a music where you're probably not enjoying it.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
You're
with it.
just there.
Abrasive.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to like the music. I just want it to happen.
I want it to hurt. Yeah. It's like eating spicy food, but for your ears.
I mean,
Yeah.
I've seen your list of just a lot of doom metal.
Oh yeah.
A lot of doom metal.
I actually been making a lot of playlists because I've been DJing a lot of the parties at the club,
Oh,
and I've made like a ton of playlists and stuff, and they're really really fun.
Oh, so
Like
you're
a lot
DJ
of dark
now.
synth and stuff. Not like I mean it's.
I mean, with
interesting.
with that music, I don't know if it's DJ.
Well, yeah, that's the thing is like because DJing I DJ'd something is literally like I plugged the aux cord in and I made a playlist and selected some stuff live.
Yeah, you're
which is
DJ.
which you could also
Yeah,
say
technically.
DJ when it's like, oh, I actually like sample shit and put on fucking. It's like, no, I'm not that.
That's
Yeah.
not-
It's like, what else do you call it?
That's
what else
not
do
what
you
it
call
means
it?
No,
anymore.
no,
It's
you're
just,
right.
it's just you plug in the thing and you dance around in front of it.
He's the one arguing.
That's literally what I did.
agree. Yeah.
That's literally what I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And but that's what I'm saying is like that's still technically DJing, even though that's not at all like it's not like your J Dilla up there
Yeah.
with the fucking sample pad and like all this
Complicated.
Yeah, you're not doing like just
I'm not doing
perfect
any
melds
work.
between songs and shit. Yeah.
Shit. Yeah, well, I guess it is work. It's emotional labor. I'm keeping the party going. I'm carrying this party on my back.
With doom metal.
No. It's like dark synth and dark wave and
Oh,
shit
okay.
like that. Yeah.
I was like, droning. I'm like, woo.
I could make a doom. Woo.
Yeah.
I could make. I would pick a lot more of the like groovier, like fucking.
Oh, okay. I just thought you were doing like
Satan
hard
worshipy
drone
doom metal stuff, like stoner doom and stuff like that. I would pick a lot more of that. Yeah, I probably will make a playlist like that eventually, but I would pick very specific songs. I wouldn't just throw whatever on like I
yeah,
like I do sometimes.
yeah,
a
yeah.
good
Play
time.
that Dying Earth one. The Dying
Oh,
Earth.
Scrying Glass, yeah, the
Yeah.
just
That weird,
they're like,
like-
oh yeah, you want some dungeon music? Here you go, and it's
Wah,
dungeon
wah.
synth.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I
you're
think,
like,
hey, I think that's pretty sexy.
I do too. I'd fuck to that. Yeah.
yeah. I thought you were like, that's the party.
I would be, okay, that would be blaring. The bass would be like, boo, 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 boo. And the only other thing you would hear, because no one else is in it, the only thing you would hear is me rooting. Like, just fucking, just like balls slamming. Boo, 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 boo.
I feel like you're gonna murder someone.
Not even in, like, beat. Just like yes!
Yeah, because it's so like '90s computer genre.
Yeah, it's like Baldur's Gate.
Womp,
Okay,
womp.
I'll tell this story on the podcast because it's
Busting
really
balls
funny.
to
Delete it where you
Baldur's
want,
Gate.
right?
Busting balls at Baldur's Gate. Yeah.
Sure.
So I put on the last track I put on because it was all like I put on a lot of good shit, industrial,
Of
like
course.
fucking dark synth, whatever. And the last one, I'm like, you know what? I'll just put this on. There's no one left in here. I'll just put this on. So I played Devil Trigger from Devil May Cry 5,
Uh-huh.
and I leave like the area because I queued it, and then I come back, and there's like one couple left in there, and they were just like hanging out. They weren't doing anything. And then I come back in, and Devil Trigger's playing, and he's just fucking just slamming. So what I picturing happening was he was just like, oh yeah, this was a good night, and he like hears that come on. He's like, oh my god, is that the track from Devil May Cry 5? I have to fuck to this.
Oh my
I dreamed
God.
of fucking to this. Like I'm picturing him being like, we gotta do this now. And she's like, what? And it's like, we gotta do this.
Damn.
Move fast, baby, don't be. That was the coolest fucking thing, because I'm like, this fucking nerd is totally like, it's my jam! Let's go!
That's good.
And then so you looped it?
No, I mean, we had to, it was closing time. So that was like
get
the
the
last
fuck
song
out
I
of
put on. Yeah, turn on all the lights, just appear next to them like, all right, leave.
So then you turn on closing time, and then some
I was
other
gonna
guy
joke
starts
about
fucking-
closing
time. No, I would never
Immediately,
fucking
you're
do
like,
that.
all right, that was an experience. Turn that on. Two completely unrelated people start fucking in that song.
Oh, yeah,
And
this
you're
is
like,
my
God
jam!
damn!
I was gonna joke about closing time.
jam,
Yeah, immediately do closing time, and then it ruins the vibe.
Can't. Like closing time, and yeah, completely losing my vibe. All the lights are on, flash lights. I'm like, oh yes, that's
Someone
good.
else.
I look over, and someone's trying to put their balls in someone. You know what I mean? Like someone's like, yes, and it's like this.
It gets
is
more extreme.
Yeah.
I feel like bartenders would probably have stories of that, like closing time. Yeah,
Oh,
I'm closing
God.
right now.
Yeah, I'm about to close. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to.
No, no, no.
We are sponsored, so
I might actually. I don't know. If
I knew it.
that one. No, just that one. Just the last one. That was a little much.
Oh,
Oh no!
I'll change the time signature.
Oh
Never
God,
gonna do
there's this new episode of that show. I think you should leave.
Yeah.
that. Oh, I
and-
wanted to see the new season.
Yeah, there's one where they're literally going on a like a haunted house tour, and they're like, this is it for these hours. This is the adult tour, so everyone can say whatever they want. Swearing is allowed. And they're like, oh, that's nice. And they go up to the one thing, and immediately his character just starts going, excuse me, and just starts cussing as much as possible. And they're like, no, that's weird. And he just keeps doing it until it starts pissing everyone off. And he's like, I don't understand. You said swearing was allowed, and now you're yelling at me.
That sounds like the character. That's what he would do. Yeah,
That's so funny.
that's that character.
It's good.
I shouldn't see the new season.
I haven't seen any of it. Patrick's been watching it. I haven't watched much recently. I'm trying to think of what I last watched. I don't know.
Well, that event,
What event?
The one you're gonna cut out.
the one you're gonna cut out.
Oh yeah, I'm leaving that in.
Oh, you're
I'm leaving
leaving
the
that
story
in.
in. No, there's the last part of it where I was talking about the
Very specific.
Yeah.
cask of Amontillado-ing this somebody's. You know what? I'm not gonna.
Hey man, you live a different life. I would never see that stuff.
Yeah, you just become horribly jaded. It's
You pulled out a
incredible how-
knife at that point.
Where did you get from there to there?
Jaded.
How did you?
Sharp
Jaded?
object. Sharp objects.
I'm not what?
No, not
Yeah,
So you're
Yeah.
saying I'm like, you know what, man? All this sex stuff doesn't do anything anymore. Time to start killing. Time to start murdering. Here we go. Like,
Damn! Does closing times activate my knife reflexes?
Whenever closing time comes on, I get the bloodlust.
I would think so.
My killing song. This is my hip to be square. American Psycho. Watch. Turn your fucking brain on.
Oh, okay. I haven't read the book.
I haven't read the book either. I watched the movie.
Have you not seen the movie?
Have you
No,
not
I have
seen
seen
American
it.
Psycho?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I watched it by myself.
Yeah. Why did you?
As
have to
you
specify
should.
That? Yeah.
As you should.
Yeah. It's not really a together thing.
No, it's not a.
Hey, I'm
together
with my
movie.
date. We're gonna watch American Psycho, and then end it.
Have we talked about how awesome Willy's Wonderland was?
Oh yeah.
That
We
game
might
was
have
fucking
vaguely,
ass.
but yeah,
Oh my god.
that was fun. That's
I was-
exactly how it
so
should
much
be.
I was
fun.
hoping we could have watched Cage tonight, but it's tomorrow that Pig comes out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Is it
that
called
looks like-
Pig?
that looks
It's called
kick-ass.
Pig.
I haven't seen anything about it then.
He's looking for his truffle pig.
Yeah.
He's murdering his way through the South to find his piggy. Yeah.
Huh? I guess he's having his own John Wick
He's going all Sling Blade.
I mean, he's only unhinged.
That's it. That's
Like
it.
He recently said he's not doing the Tiger King show anymore. Unfortunately,
Why?
I don't know why.
Payment thing.
He's probably because of the controversy surrounding like the figure and stuff. I know that he's still doing the one
Why
where
would
he's
he
playing
care?
himself.
Yeah.
That's gonna be really cool.
I'm surprised Nick Cage cares. The joke is that Nick Cage takes everything.
Right, but I mean, I feel like at some point, there's one thing to do the movie about the guy who went to kill Osama bin Laden with a katana just in the middle of nowhere. It's another thing to talk about this guy who's, like, generally a vilified piece of shit who's, like, glorified in the media and all that. Like, I think he has some scruples. There's a difference between being, like, really, like, just an easy lay for, like, roles and shit like that and then also having morals. Because he hasn't taken any roles that are, like, immoral. You know what I mean?
Are you kidding me?
Like what?
Bad Lieutenant?
Oh yeah.
Oh
okay.
my
I was
Yes.
gonna say he was. It's
No. I don't mean. What I mean is he hasn't taken.
They haven't had any
He's-
sort of real life reflection like
yes,
that.
yes. He's
Yeah.
played immoral people, but he hasn't taken on roles that would be immoral to
I mean,
take,
the worst thing
you know what I'm
he's
saying?
going to be
Like,
to have done is now playing himself.
I am so fucking excited for that.
What's it
movie.
called?
The
Cage.
Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent.
And he's just
He's playing himself. So he is invited his talent agent, who's Neil Patrick Harris, is like, yeah, this like drug lord wants to like fucking and the guy who's playing the drug lord is the guy who plays Oberyn Martell in Game of Thrones. He's like, yeah, this drug lord wants you to like perform for him. So he literally is like in a Die Hard-esque situation because this drug lord ends up having his daughter, and he literally has to go through, in order to survive, he has to use his experience playing all of his various roles and get in those headspaces in order to survive it. It sounds really,
it's an ensemble of one person.
yeah, literally it's just Die Hard.
It's hardcore Simple Jack
There
from
you
Tropic
go, yeah.
Thunder.
Yeah. It sounds really fucking funny because I also
Yeah,
think
that
he's
sounds
playing a blown out of proportion version of himself too. So
Yeah.
it's like
blown out of
completely,
proportion. What?
like- wow, Nick Cage doing the click drag in Photoshop, doing the corner drag, blowing that shit out.
Blow it out.
See him blowing me out.
Yeah. What is a blown out version of Nick Cage?
That's we figure out what that is with every new movie he does.
Yeah.
I feel like he stays pretty steady.
Mandy was pretty off the chain.
Was it?
Yeah. Oh, suck your fucking dick, man!
Yeah, I feel like maybe you just haven't seen a Nick Cage movie for a while at this point.
I literally watched.
What are you talking about? We watch Nick
We
Cage
literally
all
watched
the
Willy's
time.
Wonderland.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Is
Yeah.
but Mandy was before that.
Right, and
Yeah.
Colorado Space was before that.
No, Colorado
Mandy
Space
goes
was after
Mandy,
and
but
then
before.
Willy's Wonderland.
Yeah.
Yep.
But that really a crazy version of him compared to anything else? he's
No,
ever done?
not really. It was a really subdued. He brought a lot of crazy.
Colorado Space
energy
was
to it.
subdued. I don't think that like there was any like crazy stuff like Mandy was.
I
there's
don't
definitely
know
a lot
about
of-
that.
I guess
one.
I forgot the part where he went. I forgot about the psychotic part where he like had the axe and stuff.
Man, the part when the kid and the mom started fucking fusing. That's when that movie
Yeah.
went
Yeah,
like
that
off
was-
the chain. That was the part where I love it in horror movies when there's this progression they go where it's like this dread and it's awful and it's just really horrible and then it gets really freaky, but then they kind of go overboard with it that it's kind of funny. Like when literally they brought out the water and the fusion creature thing's like licking at it like a fucking dog and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, this is so grotesque. We've breached back over into this is kind of funny. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's this. It's kind of like how Evil Dead, like the remake. How remember when we saw that shit in theaters?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
I
good.
saw
How it kind of rides that line where it starts off dreadful and
And
then
it's
it's really
absurd.
freaky and then it just gets so absurd that it's like, okay, now
yeah,
it's
I
fun
see what
again.
you're saying.
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah, they're just like yeah, it's funny because you're like, what?
Yeah.
It's just so out of mind. You're like, who thought about this?
Yeah.
Someone thought about this specifically and made it work.
I specifically remember the scene where that one chick is sawing off her face with the razor. And what's so fun about seeing horror movies in theaters is because, she's looking in the mirror and she holds the razor and then scene goes away and then you know it's like different stuff. It's like, hey, where's she? And then you start going to the restroom and you start hearing the sawing, and there was one dude in the audience who's like, oh no, like he's the one who got it
audience is
first,
great.
and then everyone's like, oh no, oh no, oh,
Yeah.
and then it happens, and I was like, oh,
Yeah, horror movies is all about the audience.
it's so much fun.
It's so much fun with
I
audience.
love seeing horror movies in theaters now. I wish I had seen Cabin in the Woods in theaters. That would have been a
Yeah,
fun
that would've been
time.
Yeah, everyone would have been like, woo!
It would've been
because you get all
kick-ass.
the monsters, all the really fun stuff that happens.
The movie's so much fun. That's like one of the best horror movies out
I've
there.
heard people hate on it, and I don't remember what podcast to listen to, but I've heard people like, "Oh,
'cause
that's low tier horror."
They're fucking lame.
It was like they're like, "That's low
It's
tier."
because it subverts expectation.
I think it's because
Right.
they hate the idea of like an ensemble with of the horror, and they think they did it wrong. I don't remember what
They
I was
did
listening
it
to.
just fine.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it
Goddamn.
was. It was some. I at one point I was listening to a lot of podcasts, and so all of it mingles. But it was someone like, "Yeah, I don't like Cabin in the Woods." And everyone else was like, "What?" Oh, it was Wisecrack. I think one of the guys in Wisecrack
Oh,
was like,
okay.
he was like, "Yeah, I don't like Cabin in the Woods," and everyone else was like,
Why?
Good.
Yeah,
What are you
it's-
talking
it's,
about?
Like objectively
He's like, "It's
fun.
really fun." He's like, "Oh yeah, but they just really lazy or something." It was like, we're watching the same movie. It's great.
Jesus. You know,
Yeah.
I've been talking about horror. This has been coming up a lot recently. But like 10 Cloverfield Lane.
Oh,
another
that's
good
an
horror
amazing movie.
It was so good. My favorite part about that movie is literally it's based on the premise that you can be completely insane and you can also be correct.
Yep.
Those things aren't mutually exclusive. Like you could be both, and that twist, how it does it, where it's like, oh yeah, he's also right. You're like, fuck me.
Huh.
Also, you could tell everybody had fun in it, especially John Goodman.
Oh yeah.
He just
That
went.
was-
I have never seen John Goodman ham something up quite like that. It was.
I
a lot
like
of
it
fun.
when you see actors enjoy themselves.
Oh yeah.
You like completely serious role, but then you're like, yeah, it was a horror movie. You're like, this is supposed to be fun.
Oh yeah.
This must
Like
be really fun.
you can really. That's a big part of movies for me. Is you can really tell whether people enjoyed being. on it.
Spirals, it looked like they had fun.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
How
they're
could
just
you
like,
not
"Woo."
have fun being in the Saw movie? Like it'd be such a fucking blast.
Yeah.
I just to be the actor, like getting like, you know, like, all right, now you're gonna get fucking thrown into the syringe pit, and it's like that's fucking cool. Like to get all the like, you know, because for Amanda when that happened, you know, they had to like do the makeup where look, she had like syringes in her, and then she's like, you know, going through all this stuff, and it's like that must be so as much as be like, and go, and then just lose your fucking mind. You know what I mean?
You
Like
just scream
yeah,
for like 4 takes.
Oh man, that would be a blast. That'd be so much fun.
We recently watched Ben and Arthur.
Oh yeah, Maria.
Which
talks
one?
about it.
Ben and Arthur.
I have not heard of that.
That's weird.
That
Is it?
it's weird.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, you start explaining it.
It's a gay film.
Okay, I'm already on
Uh,
board.
It's like it's actually pretty accurate to be like it's described as like as The Room. It's someone who wanted to make a film, and so super low budget, as in like zero. He did it in 6 years.
6 years.
It doesn't
Years.
feel like it actually at all.
Not at all. It seems
And
like
it's a story of a gay man, a gay couple that want to get married, and then his heavy Christian brother tries to stop them by like just outright murder.
yeah, he tries to stop them. One of the gay guys leaves his wife, and it's like a scene. It's just like, I'm gay and I must leave, and she's like, you can't be gay, and you're not.
Prove it, and then I have
And
the
he's
papers.
like, I am. Oh, what was one of the best
Yeah.
scenes
Prove it,
was
I'll
him
fucking
going.
prove it, bitch.
He's like, I am gay, and she's like, prove it, and he goes, I have the papers right here.
It's the divorce papers.
It's the divorce
Oh,
papers.
but he
Oh,
says-
it.
oh my god.
but he says it like that.
That's-
I have the papers
the
right
papers.
here.
have
The,
the
test
papers
results
right
are in.
And we're like, what? We're like, yeah, watching it, like, what? What do you need?
So he leaves his wife. They try to live together. They figure out, okay, they can't get married in California because it's like 2002.
2005.
This movie came out in
Oh.
2002.
2002.
Oh, okay.
And,
I was
and so
wrong.
they're like, okay, we'll fly to Vermont and we'll hire a lawyer to fight our case when we move back to California after flying there. And so then they come back. their lawyer starts, I guess, fighting the case.
I don't know.
and
You
that's
never see
dropped
her
immediately.
until she dies.
The plot section is so long.
It's so long.
Why?
And
It
it gets
feels
so
long.
twisted.
It's an hour and a
Like
half.
it starts off as being like a really decent allegory for like troubles with gay couples living in 2002 with the current culture standards of the time.
Right.
Because he has a heavily Christian brother that literally just wants to convert him and pray it away. Who's trying to help him.
The tagline says, "Only the power of love can defeat a holy soldier on a mission."
Yeah.
What the fuck does that mean?
Because the brother's just like at first just like pissed, and then what happens is the brother gets thrown out of his church because his brother is gay. Who they
Oh
have,
my
who the
God.
church,
hasn't
by the
seen
way,
in 3 years.
hasn't met him in 8 years, and he's been gay that entire
That whole time, I
time.
was like, man, you guys, man, that church bureaucracy moves slow.
and then there's just like your brother's gay, and people know.
Yeah, you've
have
seen
to
your
leave.
brother now.
I think this here summarizes it all for me. Dressed in a bathrobe and briefs, a hysteric Arthur reenacting one of the final scenes of Scarface propositions Victor while holding him at gunpoint, accusing him of lashing out to try to combat his own repressed homosexuality. So they feel that a great way to deal with the issues that gay people are facing at the time is to reenact Scarface.
Yeah,
Yeah,
No,
hey, brother,
It
you
quickly
wanted
then
to fuck
turns
me.
into multiple murders that the characters aren't concerned with.
What in the fuck?
They get thrown away so fast.
And the church like is part of a conspiracy because he's like literally there. He shows up afterwards and he's like, "Please let me back into the church." And they're like, "We can't. Your brother is gay."
I'll do anything.
And he's like, "I'll do anything, even the final deed." And the priest is like, "What is the final deed you speak of?" And he's like, "I'll kill my brother." And he's like, this is a very poor thing that you could possibly do. No one should do that. However, there are, of course, extraneous circumstances.
What?
I have the paper, and he takes out a paper and just hands it to this
Of
guy.
the assassin.
And yeah,
the church assassin?
And the church is in a
That's kinda
painted
cool.
cardboard set that you can then see where it's badly stitched together in an angle
Yeah.
with
Oh
the
my God.
sunlight spilling
It's
in.
great.
Sounds amazing.
It's great because he's like, at that scene, he's like, here's this assassination papers I just had on me.
But-
and then later in the movie, they're like, Arthur, no, is it Ben? No, yeah, the main character is Arthur.
Yeah.
Arthur's like, hey, I'm part of your church. I just want to find out about one of the practitioners. And then he writes it down for him.
Yeah.
So it's like he has the assassin ready
The
with
assassin papers
information.
are ready, just
and his
hands it to
own
him.
his own church practitioner, he just doesn't know and has to write it down. It's great.
What the
I love
fuck
that.
is it? So
It's
So he
only on
first
YouTube.
goes and kills their
It's on YouTube,
lawyer,
good,
so they
okay.
can't get married.
Oh yeah,
That's
he
so-
kills the lawyer. Yeah.
man,
He-
this
and it gets
church
dropped,
really
so
fucking has it out for
They
him.
find out she
Damn.
dies and immediately move on.
He then hires. Immediately.
Yeah.
They get the phone call and they're like, "Oh my god, that's horrible!" And they put it down and then immediately just get in an argument about something else.
Amazing.
But then he starts getting involved with the assassin. Meanwhile, the other guy's ex-wife comes with a gun to try to turn him not gay, and try to kill him.
She's like,
a
yeah, we'll all be
a
together.
lot of these
or
people
something.
don't seem to understand how being gay works.
Oh, so all the cast, except for the girl, probably,
All the cast-
are probably gay friends.
I think so.
They
yeah.
all seem like gay friends.
That's kind of cool.
Especially the Christian brother just seems like a gay
He's-
friend he has.
I like Wikipedia says that it is one of the worst movies ever made, and there's a queer publication that said it was the worst gay movie ever, and then later dropped the gay qualifier because it's just the worst in
It's
general.
just-
like
yeah.
it's just that bad. Like
So then he hires the
Jesus
assassin to go
Christ.
kill him. Then the assassin doesn't do anything. He goes and tries to kill him instead. What they do first?
No, he already killed someone.
No, but before he killed someone, they're like, we've got one last result before we do the final thing. And they make holy water.
Oh.
And they put it in a bottle.
The gay
and they go
juice.
to his door and they duct tape it to the door, and then they leave.
Yeah, it's supposed to change it back to straight.
so he's supposed to drink the container of holy water
Yeah.
duct taped to his fucking
So
door.
then they open the door and they're like, "What is this?"
I throw it away.
And then they throw it away. So that's what drives him to go, "My final plan failed. Now I must
my
kill."
fucking god!
Yeah,
it's
he was like-
it's like Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote.
Yeah.
Like, why did you think that would work?
And then-
they're fucking. So let me get this straight. So
It's not a trap.
Of course he does the logical thing and doesn't drink the mysterious container of liquid duct taped to his door. And the response is the movie is like, oh man, they really blundered that plan, didn't they? And it's like, what plan?
It totally was like that.
Yes.
He goes back to the because
he's like, the plan failed.
He's
fucking
like,
what plan?
yeah,
Because
he's like, I gotta kill my brother. He's like, I got a potion that will save you. And he's like, and then so they duct tape the door. Of course they were like, why would I drink this? And then he goes back back to the same guy and goes, it failed. I have to kill him.
Like like boom, boom, boom.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Oh, it'll work.
It's great though.
It is with them both with everyone dead, basically.
Cool. So it doesn't even fucking matter.
No.
I like the part where though before the church gives him an assassin, he already has killed someone. The brother that wants an assassin has already killed a lawyer at this point.
Jesus.
So for no reason, they get an assassin who kills Ben later, or partially kills him because he comes back. He's in the hospital. But then, he gets an assassin, but he's already killed someone at the part of the movie. It's like, what?
This is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's definitely on YouTube. And it feels long. Trust me. It felt so long. Felt
he has
super long.
Sam Mrowovich, who directed it and wrote it and did all this stuff. Apparently, he has a website.
Yeah. When you look at the credits, everything is two
is
brothers.
him.
Is two different brothers.
Two brothers.
Yeah, Sam and
both
Murdoch
are
or
gay. But the
and
third
a meteor
brother
comes.
must stop it.
I mean, the best part was
gay.
all the cast just seemed like gay friends.
Yeah,
that's pretty. I do like that. I do like that element. That it's just a bunch of gay homies who are like, let's do it.
Yeah, except like the girl. I don't know if she's living or not.
He has a Twitter account.
Oh, you didn't know?
I don't know
what's going on.
It's just like the other ones. You're like, I think
singer songwriter.
He also does his own music. In the movie, which it wasn't bad. Honestly, compared to the movie.
Oh yeah, the entire soundtrack is custom
him.
done.
Yeah,
his fucking Twitter account is absolutely zero engagement.
Matt, the music was constantly discordant with what was going on screen.
Right, but that was his editing problem. The music itself.
He made
was not
merch to support his music release like last year. He got pens made.
What?
Who the fuck is making pens anymore? What in the,
this was made in 2001 when he was like probably 35. He's probably like what?
Just joined the ASCAP family to take my music to the next level. World leader in performance royalties advocacy. Who is this? Look at this man. Who's that?
Look at this man.
That's not him.
Who is? No, that's not him.
Yeah.
Who is this guy?
Oh my goodness.
Look at him.
He's Russian, I guess.
He looks like the villain in a snowboarding movie.
Yeah.
Glasses, camo jacket, and all.
I should just make him the icon for this episode. Just put his face.
Well, yeah, I guess we're talking about movies again because Maria wanted to watch this gay, awful movie.
I like movies.
It sounds like you're being like, this movie's gay.
And then after that we watched Clerks,
which is a far superior film to what this is.
Because I'm like,
Clerks.
let's watch before we're starting with
I don't know.
budget.
You know what? I don't know if I like Clerks.
No,
it was so.
Really? Okay.
It's too. I can literally read the script while watching it, and that bothered me.
It is so
okay.
Like I understand,
Yeah,
I can see why people like it, but it's so like get it. I'm really clever, and I'm like, I know this is your first film, but like I could never do this. But it's just too much.
That is a very
Everyone
Kevin
is
Smith
basically
thing,
reading
though.
lines. There's like 3
Hardcore,
points where
like,
they actually
I'm
stop and
clever.
they're trying to remember, and then they say their lines.
Like hardcore, like clever.
But like
they're too fast.
The cut was so good with like the exchanges and timing. He just kept it in.
It's too fast.
Yeah.
Like they'll be like exchanging unrealistically.
Clerks.
So
too
fast.
Slow.
Clerks
I
2
would argue,
is
though.
more
It's slow and fast.
professionally
I
done.
think Clerks 2 is better.
Yeah, I have a
in
lot
that
more
way.
fun with Clerks 2.
I think Kevin Smith's best film is Dogma.
Oh
But
yeah,
it's still Dogma's
Walrus.
really fun. But
Walrus.
But
Walrus, the
Tusk.
Tusk.
Tusk. My dad keeps trying to get my mom to watch it. It's my dad's like, this is the
hilarious.
funniest shit in the world. It's like I was like trying to force my mom to watch it. I was like, no, fucking no. Like, what's it
so-
about? I was like, Justin Long gets surgically turned into a walrus. You gotta watch it. It's like I'm not fucking
It's
watching.
so
this movie.
disturbing and so funny.
It's really funny.
Time.
Like it really is like a dark. It was like what I was talking about before, where it pushes the absurdity so far that it's like, okay, now this is just hilarious. Like,
Yeah.
And then they decided to make a spin-off movie about the fucking Johnny Depp and his daughters in the gas station.
Yeah.
And then that was a dog shit movie.
Oh, I didn't know that. No.
Yeah, Yoga
I didn't see
Hosers.
that.
Oh.
I also haven't seen
Yeah.
Jay and the Silent Bob, the sequel.
The new one that came out?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it
It was
either.
mostly like a fan-oriented film with like I think some cameo appearances
I
and
heard it was
stuff.
fine.
But like
It's Jay and Silent
like
Bob. Like,
critically, it was nothing. No one.
But
cared.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
Clerks was just like, yeah, too student. Like, and it was just
Yes,
you're
yeah.
so. It's not even like I almost go to British comedy because how fast it. Because I'm saying dialogue was like
right.
sometimes he'd be like, "I'm really funny, aren't I?" Boom, 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 and you're like, "Okay."
Yeah.
And then other times, like sometimes it was funny, but I was just felt like it was super long, just because it feels like I'm watching a student film.
Describing it as a student film is very accurate because it practically was.
Yeah.
I mean,
You
it's
know.
fine, but like I don't.
It was
I
filmed
definitely
locally in New Jersey,
right. I wouldn't put it like as
and
a
it has
good
hockey
movie.
because that's literally what he
Yeah.
did at the time. That's what he loves.
I've
like he's gonna throw hockey in.
I mean, funny enough, a long time ago, I was like reading through one of the things Kevin Smith wrote,
Right.
which was his, not a script thing. It was something like, "Hey, I'm gonna write every single day, and this is what I published." Like it was literally
Oh
just,
yeah, I think I remember him doing that.
yeah, it was just I'm gonna write every day about how my day is, and it's a thick thing where
You're
it's
gonna
just
publish a diary, basically.
yeah. He published a diary that he wrote in a year, and I read like most of it. It was fine. Like it wasn't that interesting. Obviously, it's like him like talking about
I
stuff.
sound like this. I feel like that's the best way to describe most of his shit is
The diary,
fine.
yo, it was fine.
I think Dogma's good.
He was saying Dogma. I haven't seen
think,
Dogma.
I think
Dogma's really
Chasing
good.
Amy is genius.
I'm sorry. You're right. Chasing Amy is also extremely good.
It's hard to sit through for everyone involved. I think as an audience, the first half of the movie
Yes.
because of how all the relationship dynamics and struggles with identity kind of compromise a whole lot of the like views of how you want these things to
Yeah.
happen.
I totally forgot about Chasing Amy. That's a
Um,
great movie.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
I haven't seen it either.
We should have a let's watch Kevin Smith's 2 or 3 good movies night.
I only saw Dogma once. I barely remember it.
I don't remember.
I'd love to see Dogma again.
Matt Damon and
Oh,
Ben
and
Affleck
Alan
are
Rickman.
angels.
If we're gonna bring up Alan Rickman, I want to go freaking watch. Especially if we're gonna do any more Star Trek, I want to go watch Galaxy Quest again.
Oh, let's do it.
That's
That is-
always
Let's do it.
good.
I love
Yeah,
Galaxy Quest.
I
It's
remember it.
one of my faves.
I mean, at one point I was sick of it because it was rerunning all the time in the
Yeah.
background of my house. So much that I'm like, I get every beat of Galaxy Quest, but it's been a long enough time.
the movie for that was that for me is The Fifth Element.
Yes,
I love that
that
movie,
too.
but it is always
It
on.
would
was always
rerun
on.
Did you-
so often.
Did you
So
know
good.
it
Every
was
Saturday or
Did you know the
something.
Yep,
original
yeah,
script for Fifth Element was like because it was a French guy that wrote it. He wrote it like it was like 600 something pages. It had
It feels
they
like
cut
it.
out so
I believe
much.
it. I believe
It feels
it.
like that.
Because it does feel like it feels complete, but it does feel like they cut out a lot. Because I watched it again recently. It was just on, and it's like most of the movie takes place on Flossed in Paradise,
Yeah,
and it doesn't feel like that should be the main set piece of the entire movie, but it is.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
There was enough content for a whole nother sequel, except it was just so they tried to produce it and it never worked.
Can you get the original script?
I don't know.
Because I'd like to read it.
yeah, it does feel like there's like there's like a lot of elements happening at Wide's lull. That you're like
Because it was originally a
what?
story, I think. That
There's
he
times
wrote,
where,
and
like,
they
you're
wrote
in
the
a-
script
it
off
feels
of
like
it,
you're
and they're
missing
just
a
like,
scene.
yeah, they only kept some of it.
Yeah, that makes
Dude.
total sense. It feels like there's a lot happening in that film.
You know what would be really fun is if we did like, because there's the I just found the script of The Fifth Element. I've been wanting to do the radio play of I needed to still do that. Armed and Dangerous, the radio play.
Yeah, yeah.
I need to do that still so bad. It's still there. It's still on my fucking.
Oh, you
on
talked
my
about
back
that
burner.
way early on when we first wanted to do.
Yeah. That's still on the list to do the fucking. Because me and my sister, that was a very formative game for us, which was not good because we shouldn't have been playing that game. But like, I really, she wants in on it. I know a lot of other people want in on it. I really want to do it. It'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I would hold auditions for the main parts, but like, there's so many characters in that I would have to get everybody I know and just fucking do it.
Yeah.
That'd kick ass.
Yeah. I'm trying to look at it. I don't know. It's did you look up? Did you get the script for the?
I didn't get the original one, but I found the script they went with. So
I mean, yeah.
So you want to do that as
just do a
different
radio
characters?
play as Fifth Element. Just do a radio play of the Fifth Element.
Yeah, but the fun way to do that is you grab the script and then you just play different voices that are completely not correct to the character you're doing.
But you have
So
to.
you're
do...
like, no, negative. I am a meat popsicle.
I was thinking the same thing. That's the first quote I thought about too.
Yeah.
Immediately. That's the scene you always. It's Saturday. You get up in the morning.
Yep.
Fifth Element's playing, and that scene plays every single
Negative.
time.
I am a meat popsicle.
Yeah, over and over.
One of my favorite scenes from that movie is when that robber comes and gets his house, and he has a picture of what the hallway looks like from the people on his head.
Yeah.
And he has it in the camera. I have so many questions about that. Like, how did you get the picture?
That's what's so good about that movie is it brings up a whole lot of visual things that are so unique and then doesn't have time to explain any of it.
It's really great.
And you're just like, this place exists.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The world
and
is so
meanwhile,
fleshed
there's
out.
this story
It is.
happening with it.
Yeah, it's so
I
fleshed out.
love the Fifth
It feels
Element,
like
dude.
you're literally watching a novel.
That movie kicks fucking ass.
I just like the. Am I saying no? Not Tucker Carlson. Is it Tucker Carlson?
Tucker Carlson as Ruby Rod.
Ruby Rod. Yeah. That'd be boring.
Ben
Thinking of
Shapiro
Chris
as
Tucker, Matt.
Chris Tucker.
Chris Tucker.
My mind. I haven't thought
Tucker
about it.
Carlson as Ruby Rod. Ben Shapiro as Ruby Rod.
Dude.
Corbin, you have to be on my radio show. Corbin.
You have to be on my radio.
Corbin, I talk about sex. I have a lot of sex. I have a lot of sex with women. Corbin.
Yeah, Chris Tucker. Man, I haven't thought about that guy in a long time. But I like that.
He
character.
did a stand up that was released on Netflix a few years ago.
How'd that go?
It was so far removed.
Oh, that's what I've heard.
He was because
he like
he's
lost
so
what it means
rich,
to be rich. Yeah.
that most of his material was like, oh, it's kind of funny, but not at all relatable.
relatable.
Interesting. Like, look, he hasn't really done anything like important since like the 80s.
That's
like,
because
at the same
it got too
time-
expensive to hire him.
Right. But the stuff he did in the 80s is like really fucking good.
It's really
really,
good.
really
He's
good.
fun.
He's a lot of fun.
Yeah, you get a lot of fun, but
Rush Hour may be problematic, but those are fun movies.
It's extremely problematic. Kick ass.
yeah.
It's problematic in that wonderful 80s way. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, yeah. I don't know how he's been keeping up. I guess he just gets crazy royalties or something.
I'm sure he's got, because I mean, you just invest it and then you're good.
Yeah,
You know
that's
what I
true.
mean?
But yeah, I've heard about it. That's what he's been talking about, like the stand up where he's just like, man, having those luxury cars, right? Or something like just something far removed.
So my Lambo didn't have the suicide doors on it. Everyone's like,
yeah, like I don't know what it sounded like, but it was like, yeah, something that you're like, why am I just listening to this rich person complain?
right.
You're like,
Right.
why would I listen to that?
Hey, bless you.
Oh, wow. What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Thank you.
Hang on, where's the? We're pretty much gonna wrap. Let me see the. Can you do the sound screen? Can I see the things?
He wants to fart
I
again.
want the far one again.
Oh.
And we're gonna. And then we're just gonna stop it.